Hey, hey, good evening, everybody. What's up? It is Thursday. It is Thursday. All right, here we go. The intro. Hey, hey, hey. What's up, everybody? Good evening, good evening. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. I give a few minutes because I know everybody's going to kind of flow in, watch those numbers pop up. But either way, I'm going to get started because we already know the live is going to be posted. It's going to be on our YouTube channel, and it should be running here on our Facebook. Let me do my little housekeeping because I'm solo dolo tonight. My girl Corey has some things going on. She's taking care of her business. So, hey, Corey, I know she probably be watching on the back end. So, what's up, girl? We have this little intro thing that we do, and I can't do it without my girl. So, we going to keep it pushing. we going to keep it pushing. So, I'm checking to make sure we're live everywhere. Y'all give me a second. Hey, I hope you guys had a great day. Hope you guys had a great day. I am what can I say? I'm recouping a little bit. You know, for those of you who have gone through the life of braces, um, had mine tightened on yesterday, so of course they're giving me a little pressure, but we gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. Why? Because I'm here with my people. I'm here with my people, and when I'm with you guys, everything is so much better. Everything is always so much better. So, hey, good evening. What's up? I am Donna. I am the creator of the Real Life Relationship Growth Platform, podcast, chat, whatever you want to call it. There's so many different things that people call these type of things, and it doesn't matter to me as long as you are here. As long as you are here. So, let me say this. Y'all know I got to do my little intro after my intro. I am not a professional. I am not a professional. I'm just a black woman in this world, living this life, doing the damn thing, and enjoying myself in the process. That is who I am. I have had some ups, I have had some downs, I have had some situations in life that I'm like, I don't need that. So let's throw that away. Experience is a good teacher. So I have had some things that have helped me grow, and I have had some things that I realize have given me setbacks. But we don't worry about setbacks because why? We're at real life relationship growth. We're here to grow. You have had some experiences in life, which is why I love for you guys to be here and join me because your experiences can help someone else. We can always help each other out. That is what we do. That is what we're here for. So, this is the criteria for you to be a part of this family. All right? Y'all ready? This is the criteria. You have to be single, dating, courting, engaged, married, divorced, or widower. That is the criteria. If you are 21 and up, I guarantee you fall in one of those categories. One of those things describes you, which means you are in the right place. You are in the right place with the right people. Because here, real life relationship growth, when y'all come and join me and sit on the couch with me, we don't do any bashing. We don't do any male bashing, any female bashing. We have some jokes sometimes. If you follow the page, and let me put this up because let me be sure. I want y'all to be well informed. Our Facebook page, our Facebook page. Now, let me make a little note. If you notice, it says real life relationship growth renewed. Renewed. That is our Facebook page. We had to add on renewed because my page got hacked a while ago. My personal page was which was connected to this page. Long story short, I had to do a little something to read it, and my sister was like, "Yo, add renewed on there because it's not just a name; it's a new awakening. It's a new awakening. So what, you got hacked? Let's keep this thing rolling. So real life relationship growth renewed on Facebook. Real life relationship growth with all the little underscores on IG. We're on IG as well. We do have a page on TikTok. I have not gone live on TikTok, y'all. Don't think I'll be doing that. But we do have a page on TikTok that I post to and keep it live and keep it going, right? But this is what I need for y'all to do. This is what I'm going to ask everyone. Go to YouTube for me. Please subscribe, like the videos, hit the bell icon so anytime I'm going live, me and whoever joins me, you'll be able to see, you'll get your reminder and be like, oh, I forgot it's Thursday, but ding, there's that bell. All right. All right. So y'all, we're gonna get started tonight. Because when I say we're gonna stay an hour tonight, that's what we're doing tonight. That's what we're doing tonight. All right. So y'all know I always like to have um, people on to join me, to give me their perspectives and give me their thoughts and their opinions. So there are two young ladies that I asked to join me tonight. Two of our brothers are supposed to be joining us tonight. If they get a chance to get on, we're going to welcome them on camera. If not, they know they're loved anyway. They know they are loved anyway. But these two ladies that I asked to join me tonight, um, I'm going to, before I bring them on camera, um, let me say this real quick. Ladies, the brothers are very active in the real life relationship growth family. When I say active, um, I looked at, I did a, I looked at the analytics where you can see how the page is running on YouTube and things. The brothers are viewing and active at 87% in the real life relationship growth. So what that means, that other percentage is the ladies, which I have no problem with. I appreciate that. But let me tell you why that means a little bit more to me. Because in the art, the art of relationships, the men are so pivotal. The men are so pivotal. We ladies are important. We are definitely important. And we're going to talk about a little bit of that why tonight. But when the brothers engage in communicating, yo, y'all remember back in the day, if y'all old enough, when E.F. Hutton speaks, I'm telling my age. E.F. Hutton, everybody listens. It's like that. When the brothers speak here, we are listening. Sir, we are listening. Okay? So we want y'all to keep speaking. We want y'all to keep engaging because without y'all, this thing ain't full circle. Just like without us, it's not full circle. We need one another. So let me say that because I always like to big up my brothers. I always like to do that. But let me go ahead and introduce the ladies. I'm gonna introduce the ladies. Now, they are new to the RLRG platform in a sense. In a sense. Let me introduce Miss Juju first. And there's a reason why. What's up, girl?
Hey, Miss Lady. Hey, 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 everybody.
All right. Yeah, this is Miss Juju. I love the nickname. I love the nickname. This is Miss Juju. The reason I'm introducing her first is because although she's new to being here, sort of, kind of, in this way, she sat on the couch with me, actually, literally on the couch. We had a Friends in the A weekend. And I met her for the first time that day. I met her for the first time that day. You know how you meet people and sometimes you just
Just connect,
automatically, it
connect.
just
It's just
connects.
organic. Yeah.
Girl, and then we found out our birthdays was like a day or two apart. I'm the eighth. You're the
Yeah,
what?
I'm seventh. It's like
Yeah,
one. Yeah,
a
seventh,
day
eighth.
apart. A
Yeah.
day apart. And she whispered something in my ear when we were leaving the restaurant. And I was like,
Please
girl, don't
repeat.
even worry about it. I got you. I know. I know. Because that's me too. She know what I'm talking about.
I do.
And I loved her from that point on, I was like, oh yeah, this is
The
gonna be my
feeling is
dog right here.
mutual.
This gonna be my dog right here.
The feeling is mutual. The feeling is absolutely mutual.
How was your day, babe?
I'm grateful that God has saved me from the ministry of laying hands on people.
Okay. Okay.
Um, so today was a good day. Today was a good day. It was very productive.
Okay.
And we exercised one of the fruit of the spirit, self control.
All right.
So
All right.
we had a good day today.
Good. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. I love to hear it. All right. So, last but not least, as far as last being on the platform tonight coming on, let me introduce this young lady, Miss Genoa.
Hi, how are you? Hey Donna. Hey Juju. Hey fan audience.
Hey, sweetie. Y'all, so when I say,
She over here
oh,
claiming your fans, Donna.
that's all right. We
No,
all
not
family.
for
It's
me.
everybody.
Not for me. Not for me. I was
Oh,
for
for
her.
Donna.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely not.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got you. I got you. So when I say y'all a walking ball of sunshine, this young lady right here. So Genoa and I met at Revision. We both go to Revision Church Atlanta.
Mhm.
We met at Revision. I watched Revision online through the pandemic when everybody started back and doing having services online. That's when I started watching Revision Church. And I told my nephew, when we go back in person, we're gonna go to Revision. We're gonna
Yeah.
go to Revision. Let me tell you one of my first experiences in Revision. She don't even know this. This
Mm.
young lady right here.
No.
Genoa,
No, please.
listen, I don't care what nobody's saying. Nobody said anything. That's just
No,
one of
it's
the things
fine.
you
It's
say.
fine if they do. It's fine if they
It's one
do.
of the things you say. Genoa is Revision, y'all. Like Genoa is when she cut. Look, I have to tell her sometime. Slow down, cause she be hitting it, but she be hitting it for all the right reasons.
Mhm.
She's serving.
Thank
Genoa, I have never seen her not in a capacity of service.
thank you, Donna.
And yeah, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I greet one Sabbath a month. After that, I want to sit down.
Well, can I interject though
Of
for
course, of
interject?
course.
But here's the thing: you have so many things going on, and you are serving in so many different ways. And for me, no, seriously, for me, this is what I'm doing external to service.
hmm
It's just
hmm
about me. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
So that's why I'm so intent on making sure that I shift gears because I want balance in
Okay, okay,
my life. So
okay. I love it. I love it. But yeah, we greet together. If we not greeting, she's doing something. She's doing something when I see her, and I love when because we tend to sit by each other,
we
like
do, don't
behind
we?
each other. Either I'm behind her and her sister, or she's
Yes,
behind me.
yes.
We kind of just gravitate like that. So she is another one of those kindred spirits that I had an event, a trail ride day party,
Yes.
and oh, we had a blast. Juju hitting the next one. She go hit the next one. She
I'm
had to miss this
yeah,
one.
the next one. It's on my calendar already. I mean, the last one was on my calendar too, but something pulled up and
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So we're doing another one.
it's
I'll
on the
put that out
calendar.
soon. Yep, I'll put that out soon for everybody. Like what? Yeah, I'll put
Mhm.
that out soon. But she and her sister came, and look, I ain't gonna lie. There were certain people I was looking for.
Mhm,
And I
mhm.
was really hoping that y'all came. And you were
Aw.
one of the first ones to RSVP. And I know things change, and that's okay when you have to make a shift. But Genoa has this walk, y'all, and I knew it from across the parking lot. I was like, there she go. And I love it.
Oh my gosh.
I love
Oh
it,
my
love it,
gosh,
love it. How
Donna.
was your day? How was your day, sweetie? How was your day?
It was really good. And let me add though, when
Sure.
Donna she is so sweet, she is so giving and so willing, and she's fun, and she's spicy. She's spicy. She's all these beautiful things. And when she sent me the invitation, she had invited me to an event. prior to, and I wasn't able to make it, and I
Hmm.
really was intentional about ensuring that I came to this event. But here's the thing, and this is for everybody. This is how we should feel. When you RSVP to an event, you're taking the onus from the person that's hosting, and you're putting it on yourself, and you're making a commitment. So I
Mm.
wanted to follow through, and I hope people don't back out of RSVPs. It's kind of rude,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
but
When
it's
you when you can, I appreciate
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Hey, Larita. So I'm seeing. Okay, so it looks like we're okay. Corey, I'm sorry, Larita. My apologies. I'm gonna come right back to you. Corey B. I knew she was gonna be in the backdrop. But Corey is working on that paper. Let's get that done, sis. Shout out to my mom, who's
Hmm.
the best mom ever. I wish I could be there, but I got to get this certification work done. But
Aw.
before I go, ooh. So, y'all remember Queen Latifah? Ooh, ladies first, ladies first.
Yeah.
That's what
Exactly.
Corey and I do that before we get started.
Oh, that's so cute.
So I didn't see how she wrote it. All right, Corey, thanks, sis. I appreciate that. So I am not seeing our people who are on live on Facebook, which is why. So when y'all see me looking to the left, please forgive me, not trying to be rude for not sticking right here, but I can't see Facebook's comments on the screen. But I do see y'all. Savvy Bradford, hey. Oh, let me wave this way. Hey, because they see me this way, but I'm reading them this way. Hey, as they come on. Hey, Larita. Yeah, all right. I appreciate y'all being on. All right, so let's get going. Let's go going with this thing. So our topic tonight, of course, I put the video out. We all know it is Sunday. I'm sorry, this Sunday is Mother's Day. This Sunday is Mother's Day. And I started the video out by saying one of the most celebrated days in the world
Mhm.
one of the most celebrated days is Mother's Day. So of course I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge the moms
Mhm.
um tonight. This is our pre happy Mother's Day
Mhm.
tonight. All
Yay.
right. So you guys, when I think of people to invite on to sit on the couch with me, figuratively, to sit on the couch with me, I always think about different things and what I feel and I know that they can bring to a conversation. Um, because I love to have guests. I love when I started this thing, it was just me. Like I was just talking and trying to read and it was cool. I enjoyed it. But it's so great to have other people on. So I looked at various things and I knew two things about these two ladies. Biologically, neither one of these ladies are mothers.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
That, but there was a reason. Juju,
Yeah,
tell,
let's go.
tell tell me how that plays for you. Like, what does that look like for you?
So for me, growing up, like most women, I'm not going to say all, like most women, we all aspire to be moms, right? Um, that never actually happened for me per se, but I felt like I've been in the mom's role most of my life because I'm an only girl, right?
Mm,
I'm an
mm,
only girl. I have three brothers, and growing up, one of the things that my mom used to do was you need to stand right here in the kitchen and learn how to cook. And then, of course, that learn how to cook turned into her sitting down and me going in the kitchen.
mm-hmm,
So, in essence, I became a mom really early, and then now I say I have a 30-year-old because my nephew, my first nephew, was pretty much raised by me. I've had
mm-hmm,
him since he was maybe about from like 2 months old. So I was kind of like just graduating high school. He was 2 months old, and I was kind of almost living the life of a single mom, trying to
mm,
work, finish school, and figure out if I wanted to go to college because now I got this kid, and I gotta always consider this kid.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, my family was around too, but although like I said, although I'm not a biological mom, I have a I have a 30-year-old
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
out there in the world thriving and doing all the things that 30-year-old young men do.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I hear from him, and sometimes I don't. And y'all, I'm sorry, I'm sure the moms in the live know what I'm talking about. When you got grown kids, sometimes you
Yes.
hear from them, sometimes you don't. For the most part, they call you when they want something, and then when they don't, it's cool. But
Mm-hmm.
um, and then not only I would say not only am I a mom, I'm a sister and I'm a daughter. And so all of those roles that I hold so near and dear to me, um, all of them are interconnected with motherhood.
Yep.
Whether it's my connection to my mom as a daughter, my connection to my mom as a sister because she gave me my wonderful, amazing brothers, and then
Mm-hmm.
whether any other way that it connects me with, it's all interconnected nonetheless.
Y'all see why I chose this lady? All right, all right, all right, Miss Genoa. Same thought, same question.
Okay, I just want to, if you don't mind, can we table this question that I'm getting ready to ask and till after I'm done? But
Uh-huh.
Juju, I'm very interested to find out what motherhood means to you. I mean, how you define motherhood, how your mom teaching you to cook in the kitchen and you
Hmm.
supporting your godson,
Nephew.
nephew,
Nephew.
sorry, your
Mm-hmm.
nephew,
Hmm.
what that means to you. I think for me, and I'm comparing it to me as being I'm childless and I'm
Hmm.
also single, and I just don't even feel comfortable embracing the term motherhood because I haven't been a mother. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like for me, where my power lies is in support of mothers, in support of my community. I'm very protective of children. I have I my mom gifted me a special connection that I have with kids. I have a domesticated side of me, but I feel like I can't take that title on because that's not I have not been that. And
Okay.
Hmm.
very integral in um, uh, due to my brother and sister in law's grace, I had the opportunity to share in helping rear my nieces and nephew when they were very small, when they were babies, and was such a blessing. And I said for myself, if I don't ever have children, that's an experience I can hold on to, and I'm committed to ensuring that I help enhance the lives of the children around me. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So I
Mm-hmm.
think that's a part of me that I've embraced, but I'm definitely not a mother.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I hear you. I understand exactly what you're saying, but again, another reason why you were invited to be here as well, because you said something within that, and you said you're supportive. You are a support system. And please trust and believe anyone that is a mother in any type of right knows it's important and that's needed, that support system. That support system. So thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Hey, let me let you guys know. Facebook is doing this little glitchy thing that it sometimes does. Please go over to YouTube for me. If you're not already on YouTube, if you could go over to YouTube. Miss Corey, if you're still there, can you put that in the chat, please? Can you type in the link um, in the chat, Corey, to YouTube? If you guys can go over to YouTube for me because Facebook wants to do its delay twice. It's kind of gone down. So we want to make sure we don't miss anything.
Mhm.
We don't miss anything. Okay. So I see Larita. She must have come. Oh, Facebook is popping up. We ain't gonna worry about it. YouTube. 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 All right, y'all. All right, y'all. So, ladies, I appreciate what both of you said. Um, and again, there's a reason for everything. Everybody has a place.
Mhm.
Everybody has a place. So whether you are biologically a mother or not, I'm directly going to say thank you because Juju, when you said about your nephew Cool. Woo. So most of you know that my nephew, hey sis, my sister just popped on. Most of you all know that Caden is my nephew,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm raising Caden.
Mm-hmm.
And Caden, like you, Juju, has that family network, that village around him. My brothers, my parents, his
Mm-hmm.
other aunt, like, and all the he's at that age where he's 16, and everyone is older than him
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
that he communicates with, of course. The little cousins, of course, he'll play with them or whatever, but the people that he ties in with are older than him. So he's getting a lot of wisdom. I tell him
That's
all the time,
good.
he's very emotionally intelligent for six.
That's good.
Yes, but he's getting it all poured in. Thank you, Corey. Corey put the link in for YouTube. If y'all want to click on that link and get to YouTube. Really appreciate that. So, ladies, I really appreciate you all for those roles. Because having that for boys, that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story. All right. All right. So this I want to take this moment, whether you're in the chat or you're here, this is our moment to shout out. This is individual shout outs for our moms. Individual shout outs for our moms. Because again, y'all can go to YouTube and sit back and watch this with mom later if she's
Mm.
not viewing.
Oh,
Now, my mom is a YouTube queen. If this chick can't navigate nothing, it's
She can
YouTube.
navigate some YouTube.
Oh, you know how you have your channels, your page set. So when she
Uh huh. Uh huh.
listed, and I go to put my YouTube on, I'm like, what? What? Now I gotta try to delete all this stuff because she watching all this stuff, and that was all on my YouTube. I told her, I said, go to Caden's YouTube, use his YouTube.
Oh my gosh.
But this is our moment. So this is our moment, guys. We're gonna start. We're gonna take a few minutes and shout out your mom in the chat. And I'm gonna let you get started. I'm gonna let you start. Whatever you want to say to your mom.
okay. I'd like to shout out my mom, Lynn. I appreciate you. I value you. My mom is such a hustler. I don't know how. Not only she's an educated queen, black queen, but she's a hustler. She raised 4 children. She was a single mother. I don't know how she did it. And I'm grateful and thankful to her for positioning me for success. So I love you. I support you. I value you. And we're going to ride out together. Thank you, Mom. Happy
Yeah.
Mother's Day.
All right. All right, Juju. Come on.
That was a beautiful homage to your mom, to Noah. And it's sometimes it breaks my heart whenever I come across young women who don't have relationships with their moms or didn't grow up around their mother. But shouting out my mom, OMG, that's the homie. That's the homie. So much so, like I'm her birthday gift, like in a literal sense,
Yeah.
because she was born March 4th, and I was born 3 days later on March 7th. So not only do we share a birth month, and we share very similarities, personalities, and we go back and forth. I'll be like, Mom, all the stuff that you say you don't like about me, that's you. All that stuff you
Get it
say you
honest.
admire about me, that's you. I'm
Mm.
just a reflection of you. And so without her, there's no me. And because of her, she's my why. She's the reason
Mm.
why, after God, she's the reason why I get up in the morning. She's the reason why I'm still out here like doing what I don't really want to do so I can eventually do what I want to do as a professional, as a now caregiver. Um, but my mom is she's after God, she's my everything. She's my
Mm.
everything, and so shout out, Mom. She's gonna come across this video because she'll be on YouTube too.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have different shout outs in the chat, and I'm not going to be able to read all of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. I'm going to put it up on the screen. So as we go and
Oh,
as we talk, I'll be switching these out. Um, I'll be switching these out. Okay. All right. All right. So the next thing I wanted to do, y'all, because there's always something enlightening about our moms. Like funny stories. Like I have so many funny stories about my mom. That chick. I call her a little short lady. She about this tall.
mine too. That's funny because mine. I'm 5'8". My mom is probably maybe 5'5" even, if that.
Yeah, I think mine barely making five.
I have to think about it because, like, not only am I like taller than her, like I'm taller than her.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. I call her a little short lady. I call her a little short lady. But yeah, she is funny. She was here. My dad he had his leg amputated. I posted a video. Y'all know me. I love to share. Um, but on Monday he got his new
it's
prosthetic leg.
prosthetic.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Wow.
got his new prosthetic leg. So we were there with him to do that, and I bought T-shirts that said "Limping ain't easy," and so we all had our T-shirts on. But my mom came back to Atlanta. He's in Columbus. My mom came back to Atlanta with me that evening because she has a specialist that she sees here. Um, and we have our time sitting up talking the night before, whatever, whatever. And nephew is always getting her to do TikToks. Like he always get her to do TikTok.
I saw that.
So she is hilarious. She is funny. She is funny. So that's one thing I would. My mom is so many different stories. She is so funny. My sister, I see. Um, Sis, I'm not seeing why your comment didn't come over to Facebook. I'm sorry, from Facebook, because I see some Facebook people, but I don't see your comment. My sister actually did a shout out to her as well, but it's not coming over. So go to YouTube for me. Go to YouTube for me. All right. So funny story. Funny story. Yeah. Give me a quick funny story. A funny story you can remember about your mom. Something that you think about and you just crack up, or you can't, or unbelievable. Like what? She did that.
This
Hmm.
isn't necessarily ha ha funny,
Okay.
but I like as my mom is maturing, it seems like when she was younger, she had a lot of patience, and now as she's maturing, it's like she's just so cutthroat. She'll cut you off mid conversation. She's not interested. It's she's more willing to just keep it real, and
Mhm.
wow,
Mhm.
that's challenging.
She kind of earned that right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's challenging me to be understanding of that. You know what I'm saying? So there is humor in really like growing with your mom as she's maturing, as you're maturing, and giving her the grace and space that she
Ooh.
needs to, be who she is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Okay. What you got?
Man, so I can't even. I couldn't. I was trying the whole time she was talking. I was trying to think of
I'm
just
thinking
one.
all right.
My mom is like the comedian of the family. Like you can't be in this woman's presence and you're not laughing, belly hurting, laughing, and you be wanting to tell her to stop, but that's just who she is. So there's like way too many. I can't think of one off the top of my head to pick just one to say this was a
Yeah.
funny moment. Just she's the, and when you look at her, you wouldn't even think that. Like
Yeah.
she got the little gray streak. She's very demure and quiet.
Some quiet ones, boys. Some
It's
quiet
the
ones.
quiet ones, yeah. Oh my god, all
Okay.
my friends love her because she just always have them laughing. Like she's just naturally funny. I'm like, Mom, you need to go do some stand up.
Right.
The only thing is she can't do it here because she don't speak no English.
Um,
What language do you all speak?
My mom speaks Haitian Creole, so if she were to try to go do stand up, it would be in both languages together,
Mm-hmm.
mostly in Creole, but she'll throw in a couple of English words for the rest of the people in the back somewhere. But yeah.
Okay. Okay.
What about you, Donna? Can you did you share a funny story about your mom already?
Girl, it's crazy because as I asked the question, I'm thinking myself, like, funny story.
That's why you had us go first.
That's why I had y'all go first. It is. And I wrote this a long time ago, so I should have been prepared, right? I
Yeah.
should have been prepared. But there's so many. So this is not like Genoa said, not necessarily ha funny, but my mom was very, and still is, very open with us.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was nothing we could not talk to her about. Nothing. And she would say, you know what? I might not like everything you're gonna tell me,
Mm-hmm.
but I want you to know it's a safe place to tell me.
Mm-hmm.
And she used to say, y'all have one mean thing to say to me a year. So when you ready to say, you better make it good. You got one time a year to just go off, and I won't you won't be chastised, you won't be punished for it. But the funny thing about that is we never did it. We never did it. It was that level of respect and the fact that we already had a freedom to express ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
But we, with manners and with respect though. So I don't think even giving us that pass is like, nah, can't do that.
So do you think it's because she gave you the pass and now you feel like now she's being too nice. Even opening up herself to be sacrificial to receive this verbal beating from me just so I can get some stuff off my chest.
Yeah. You know what?
Then you're like, nah, I can't do that.
Yeah. Two reasons I feel like I couldn't do it. And I don't even remember my siblings doing it. Like, of course, we've said mean things. No kid is all walking around, oh, mother, all the time. That ain't happening.
Right.
We've either said it under our breath,
yes,
or we said it when we thought she didn't hear us and she heard us. So we said mean things. But for me, it was more the fact that we could communicate with her regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So why do I need to take a mean moment? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And why would you need a mean pass? Like,
yeah, because she was like, sometimes you just blow up. There are moments when you just blow up and you don't think about it.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I think in the moments of blowing up, we made sure we didn't blow up. and as an adult woman, my mom worked for me for years. So initially, I have daycare centers, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I was growing up, that's what she did. She had daycare center. So when I opened up my infant room, hands down, Miss Sylvia was gonna be the lead in that infant room. Lord, try working with your mama every day. Especially when you're doing a job she has already been doing for years.
And then you're the boss.
Girl,
like, dynamic. And
I used to call my dad sometimes. I need you to come get your wife. Did you come? And he'd be like, Sylvia, you can't, and we had to try to draw that line and separate. Yeah, this is work. It's not personal. But yeah, boy, I remember she hollered at me one time at work and everybody shut up. Everybody was like, Miss Sylvia has spoken. And I'm like, hold on, I'm writing the checks. And like,
no, we're not. Miss Sylvia has spoken.
Yeah. But thank you for letting me have that moment. Okay. So, I want to take. Oh, there it is. My sister was able to come over. That my sister, her name is actually Claudette, but her husband's name is Paul. So same thing. Girl, y'all reading what my sister's saying, she mean that thing. We talking about adult stores. When I said yes, toy. We talking about adult.
She forgot to say sex toy.
Yeah.
No, I'm reading it and I'm thinking,
Yeah,
my
sis, you got to
first
make that.
toy.
Yeah, sis, you got to make that clear, because yeah, but she's talking about the adult toy stores. Yeah,
Oh wow.
yes. When I say she very expressive, my mom was very expressive with us. You know, because another thing was when y'all start having sex, I want y'all to be able to talk to me, because you don't need to be listening to your friends. They just as dumb as y'all are. If the fact that y'all are gonna, of course it was no sex before marriage. That was preached and taught and told why. None of us listened, but
That's besides the point.
that is besides the point. But in the not listening, we listened, if that
Mm-hmm.
makes sense. Safe and yeah. But yeah, that's what she's talking about with that. Okay, all right. So, lessons. Oh, let me back up, because Holy Spirit is telling me to stop and do this.
Mm.
I know everyone's relationship with their mothers was not the best, was not the greatest, was not the
Mm-hmm.
greatest. We definitely want to acknowledge, and there's a video that I'm going to play that it does kind of speak on that. But remember, real life relationship growth is here because we want to be a part of the healing process if we can. Um, I put a video up. I went in November for Thanksgiving to be with my son in California. And that's when the thought came to me. So we have been working on this for a while, and it's going to come when it's ready. I said that we were going to do it several times now, and I had to push the date back. But the topic, and it's going to be a 6-week series. The topic is breaking the generational curses, closing the gaps. That is the topic. And it's talking about those relationships where people are estranged from each other, mothers and daughters, fathers and sons. And the quest for that is to help mend some relationships that have been broken. That's big, y'all. That's big. So
Mm-hmm.
I've been looking and asking for help with that, because there's no way I can take that on by myself. So just putting a plug in. If you know someone, if you're a professional in that right, because we want to have professionals involved with this, anytime I can, I always do. Please inbox me and let me know if you want to be a part of that. So that being said, there are wombs. Some people have mother wombs. Some people have estranged relationships. And we don't want to take away from the moment. We don't want to take away from the joy of what motherhood is and what the day represents. But we have to remember it's not such a happy day for everyone. So I'm asking you all in the listening audience and out there, if you know someone who struggles on Mother's Day, please, please, please be a support for them. Be a support for them. All right, y'all. All right.
Can I also add? Can I also
Sure.
add, Donna, that in keeping with the theme of those who are having struggles on Mother's Day,
Hmm.
think about what you, even if you aren't, well, if you are a mother, think about what you want to embody, the qualities that you didn't receive
Mm.
when you were, a child, how you
Hmm.
want to pour into your children, or the people, the children that you're supporting in motherhood. That's what I think about when not at an amazing mom. But
Hmm.
when there's when there are gaps and I feel deficits in relationships, I think
Yeah.
about how, and this is one thing that has led me to ministry, and I'm so thankful that the Lord is putting this on my heart at this period of my life, because I want to welcome those, because there were moments in church I did not feel welcomed. I did
Hmm.
not feel a part, and I want to ensure that I'm communicating that with each and every person that comes in contact with me, because it's important and
Yeah.
because they're important. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that. Most definitely. Most definitely. I love it. I love it. Yeah, we don't pick no shabby folks. We pick players. No.
No.
I love it. Y'all ladies are, yeah, kill. I love it. Thank you so much. All right. So next part of this, what lessons, I'm sure y'all knew this was coming. What lessons something that you've taken, and of course there's so many, but if there's one that stands out, what lesson did you take from your mom, whether it was directly or indirectly, that she may not even noticed or know? And I think a little bit of that may have been mentioned, but if you can think about, ladies, one thing that your mom taught you, one thing that your mom um, mirrored or example showed an example of for you, what would that be? What would that be? Juju, your eyes to the side. I mean, you're really thinking.
No, it's because I'm just playing the reel of my mom. Like she is the embodiment of kindness, like kindness to everybody. It
Mm.
doesn't matter if it does. My mom, sometimes I don't like going anywhere with her because she will stop and talk to any and every. And now keep in mind, I told y'all earlier, she barely speak English,
Oh, yeah.
right? But she will stop and talk to everyone, and I'd be like, Mom, can we can we go, please, please? But she will stop and talk to everyone. So her kindness is something I feel like she passed on to me, but I
Mm-hmm.
didn't receive it until like I was older because
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really understand kindness.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as a kid, you're very like real clingy to your mother. Anybody comes that wants to like act like, oh, this is my mom too. You like want to,
Back up.
no,
Right.
no, no. Um, but her kindness is a gift. I feel like she passed on to me, and I'm humbled by the gift that she has. I'm always in awe of
Mm.
that gift that she has. And my mom is like, yay high, yay high. But she, she is one of the people that I know, like, she doesn't have fear. Like, she doesn't let anything scare her. And that is something that I want to have from her. Like, she's never afraid. Like,
Mm.
she's okay with walking into any room and feel like, okay, I belong here. I mean,
Mm.
what?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's wrong with you? You don't love Jesus? But
That's your girl.
that's
Yeah.
my girl.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Genoa, before you answer real quick, anybody who's just joined, type in the chat. You guys type in the chat. I'm going to put it up on the screen. Your tribute, your thanks, whatever you want to say to your mom, whether your mom is still here with you or not. Go ahead and type in the chat, and we're going to put it up on the screen. All right, Miss Genoa, what you got?
There's so many things when I think about my mom, that I value and that she has gifted me. I think, and she raised me a certain way
Mm.
because she wanted me to avoid some of the pitfalls that she had, you know.
Mm.
And I think, especially as we're in a tumultuous time,
Mm-hmm.
and we see the gaps, most specifically within our community, the division that we've
Mm-hmm.
experienced. I am grateful to my mom that she has given me persistence. She's given me strength. She's given me unapologetic boldness. The more mature I get, the more understanding of my rearing that the more understanding I have with how she reared me. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, and I was talking to you and Juju before the event, before the show, is Black women are oftentimes the footstool of society.
Mm-hmm.
And just being empowered and confident enough to say no, or to speak your piece at your job, you know, or in your personal life, or, you know, uplifting other women, and just maybe having a tinge of fear, but moving forward anyway, whatever the case. Because, you
Mm-hmm.
know, my great grandmother did it, my grandmother did it, my mama did it, my aunties did it.
Mm.
I can do it too.
That's right.
So
That's right.
I'm in that space.
Okay.
You just said something that brought this saying to my mind that's kind of been like a recurring theme for me this year. Do it all, do it scared,
Mm.
and do it big. Like,
Mm.
so even though like sometimes some of the things that we're coming across, they're coming, like they're causing us to pause a little bit.
Mhm.
Do it all,
Yeah.
do it
Yeah.
scared, and do it big.
Yeah. Nice. Nice. My mom always talks about what she was not able to do.
Mm.
So she praises me a lot. She praises me, excuse me, she praises me a lot in my successes and
Mm.
even my failures.
Mhm.
And the failures are what's more important, to hear her
Yeah.
speak to me when I fail with something. Whether something I'm trying to do, I'm trying to accomplish, a relationship that didn't work out. Um, she doesn't. Mommy is straightforward, and she has this way of telling you. I have this thing, y'all. I call her ask, tell, tell. And I came up with that saying for it, but it's actually the action of my mom. Like, ask somebody to do something, but you telling them at the same time what they're gonna do. And it's not a thing of I'm controlling the situation. Like, for instance, when I was trying to license my second building for the daycare, and I kept getting all this pushback from the county. Oh, you can't do this. The fire marshal said this, and the fire marshal said that. So I got to this point where I started doing ask tells. I'm like, let me put my Sylvia on, because y'all don't know who y'all dealing with. Like, what you mean I can't? Because my
Right.
mama said, yes, I can. And I can do this and I can do that.
Right. Right.
So I started, calling. And one thing she would do, like you said, Juju, your mom talked to everybody, and you stopping like, you don't even know that lady. Why are you talking to her and her kids? But Sylvia gonna be like, yo, if she saw a family driving down the street, y'all, and a child was standing up, this lady, beep, beep, the baby need to be in the seat belt. You gonna put the baby in the seat? And I'll be like, this.
This crazy
But
lady.
she was direct in her kindness. That is being direct in your kindness.
Mm-hmm.
And she would ask women, especially if a child is acting up or a father, instead of looking at the child and they can't control their children, hi, you need some help? Is there any way I can help you out? Can I help you? So those things, those ways that I look at things and how to help and how to be confident in who I am comes from that little short lady.
Yeah.
That little short lady being confident in who I am, because there were times, I'm sure all of us at some point in time, our self-esteem was not the best.
Mhm.
You know, when I was younger, I was the darkest of everybody in the family. I was the little black one, and I got
Mm.
joked about it, and things like that. But now, man, please,
Can't
it's
tell you nothing.
y'all what? What?
Can't tell you nothing.
Not a thing.
Mhm.
Cause Sylvia be behind me like, what they say? What? Come on. So that strength and that tenacity comes from that little lady. It comes from that little lady. Try to, do that, because it's funny to this day, as short as she is and slow as she moves sometimes, I be like, Mommy, what? No. What they say? No. But I love it. I love it. She is yep, do it scared. Just do it. Just go ahead and do it. Because first of all, we know who our Father is.
Exactly.
We know we are daughters of the
That's right.
King. We are mothers. We are sisters. We know who we
Talk
belong to.
about it.
So regardless if it comes to relationships or business or that part that we're scared of. We got to walk out, and she pushes faith. She definitely taught us how to be prayer warriors and understand what God can do. That ask tell, because the Lord said I can. What you mean? What you
Exactly. Like,
mean?
what are you telling me? You know? Do you know
Hmm.
who I am? Yeah.
Right. And don't stay in circles long where you're not
No.
welcome.
No.
Mm-mm. No. She was like, you have associates.
Everybody
Everybody is
your
not a
friend.
friend. My
Yeah.
mother taught us that. Everyone is not a friend. You have to be particular. So that gravitated over to men for me. And I know it did for my sister and my brothers as well. She also taught them, just because you the guy doesn't mean that you can't be particular about the young ladies that you
Mhm.
choose. So yeah, it don't take long. If I feel like I'm not being respected, of course me doing my part, because we have to take accountability
Mhm.
for what we do.
Mhm.
But if there's a situation where you know that you're not being treated well, let's go. We out of there. For what?
Yeah.
For what? For what? All right, y'all. I want to play this video. Because I did say that we were going to end at 9, and I know you guys are used to us staying on longer, but I'm sorry, I'm not feeling the best. But I appreciate everyone being here. But I want to play this video. There's two videos I'm gonna play, but let me play this one first. We'll end with the other one.
The best among you is he who is kindest to his wife and his mother. Those are the standards. Why those two? Because mother is the one that brought you into the world and has you where you are. And wife is the one that's going to take you into the future even when you're gone. So these two, my wife and mother, are the two that you should be judged by to see whether or not that you should be worthy of respect. And I found out accidentally on purpose that you can measure the goodness and the greatness of a man by the size of the smile of the woman in his life's face. If the woman that he's with is not happy, that's a sign that that's not a good man. If he's a good man, her smile is always going to be big on her face, because when a man is in love with a woman, her needs and wants become his goals. Anything that she wants, she's always thinking. The minister said like this: love anticipates need. So when you really love somebody, you in love with somebody as a man, you're listening to what she likes. What does she want? And you always trying to be there to manifest it. So if you have a woman, you see a man and woman, a couple together, and she's never happy, that's a bad testimony on part of that man. If he's a good man or a great man, she gonna have a good smile. I see you looking at your queen's smile right now in your head. Is she smiling, Brother Cam?
Yeah, she better be. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
That's
So of course that
some
video.
powerful.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just saying that's some powerful stuff. What he was saying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Your mother and your wife, who is more than likely the mother in some light of your children. Whether y'all came into this relationship and you had children already, because I don't like the word step. We used to, that's my stepdad, and because God blessed us with two fathers, and they were great men, both of them. One is not living, my biological, and the other one is, and I love him so much because that's my daddy. But um, if your wife, the mother of your children in whatever light, and your mother are not being respected and treated well, that's a problem. And that video was directed at the brothers, of course, but we have to remember as ladies as well to treat our mothers well, to treat our mothers well, because I believe this thing in what you give is what you get. I want my children to not take care of me, because that's not their job, but I want them to help in that position in place where it's needed, if that's ever needed. they got this little joke. One saying, I'm gonna be in a nursing home. The other one saying, they got me. Nephew is like, I don't care what either one of them doing. I don't know what either one of them doing. I think nephew is the one I need to stick with, to be honest. No, but my children are great. My children are great. Um, yeah.
Can I
So
comment on it? Um,
please
yes,
do. Please.
I believe personally, and I'm so glad you shared that clip. There's a caveat. I don't want to bring a little friction, so I'm not going to mention the caveat. But I think
No,
okay.
no, no. That's
So
fine.
he was making a good point, and he mentioned specifically marriage, and I think that you know, especially with women and men too, recognizing our value and how pivotal we are, how pivotal of an impact we play in other people's lives, and that's not just surrounding us, that's in our intimate relationships. So when we are dating, when we recognize our value as men, when a man recognizes his value, he stands in leadership. You know what I'm saying? And he's intentional
That's right.
with how he approaches a woman, how he courts a woman, how he navigates in marriage when it comes to his wife, taking care of his mom, protecting his household, his family, all of these things. When a woman recognizes her
Mm-hmm.
value, she lives by a standard. She holds herself to a standard, and she holds a man accountable. And I just feel like, as we, with all of the gaps that we are still suffering from in our community, and I'll mention mass incarceration, the effects of mass incarceration as one, which is one of the primary
Mm-hmm.
reasons the
Mm-hmm.
majority of Black women are single. You know what I'm saying? So we are
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
oftentimes devaluing ourselves for compromise to be with someone, and we are queens, and we should never do that. And in that clip,
That's right.
when I'm sorry, the renowned gentleman was speaking, I don't know his name, familiar,
Mm-hmm.
and he was
Yeah.
talking to Cam Newton. Cam Newton is not fulfilling his role in leadership. He doesn't value himself, and he doesn't
Nope.
value his spouse. And I hate that, when we think about our the platforms that we are listening to, we're watching, we're paying attention to, that's the example. It shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. 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 So and I appreciated that he was speaking to
Mhm.
Cam,
Mhm.
because those who pay attention to that part of things, and we know Cam and Rick and Nick Cannon and all the children and things of that nature. But for that man to be sitting on his couch, I always say, y'all, we never know the
Yeah.
moment when that light bulb
Yes.
is going to hit for someone.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's so important for us to not, you know, judge. And I used to, when I see guys walking around with their pants hanging down,
Yeah.
sagging, oh, but I had to realize, you know what? Maybe they don't have the information they need to know not to sag their
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
pants. Or that could be the next whoever.
Yeah.
It just takes that
Yeah.
one
It does.
moment. So we never know, which is why judging one another and looking down on one another is something that we should not do. And as humans, we tend to do it. We tend to do it. But our prayer is, Lord, huh, it's me. It's me standing in the
And
need.
I only
Yeah.
mentioned him. I only mentioned that example because, as in keeping with Mother's Day, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
being a woman, and
I'm
understanding our
with you.
power, and how we truly do uplift our spouse. Um,
Mhm. Mhm.
don't compromise. If he's attractive, he has money, whatever, don't compromise if he's not treating you the way that you deserve to be treated, because you deserve to be committed to
All
in
facts.
marriage,
That's right.
okay? All of these things. You
That's
deserve it.
right.
Okay.
That's right. That's right. Real quick, a part of that little clip I wanted to point out, for the brothers that say she not my mama. Like, why should I get her anything for Mother's Day? She my children's mom or whatever. Because I've heard that time after time after time. Brothers, let me help you out a little bit. She is not your mother, no. She's not your mother, but she is the mother of your children. Whether y'all are together still or not, even if it calls for you to take your children to get something for their mother, that's still you playing a part into supporting and teaching them to respect her as their mother, regardless. So she may not be your mother, sir, but she is the mother of your children. Do y'all understand the line between childbirth and death? The line between life and having a child, and how that can be. And of course, sciences have done so much more now these days, of course. And childbirth was a deadly thing back in the day. Way back, it was a deadly thing. A woman giving birth to a child, she could literally lose her life. But although we have all the technology that we have today, it does not mean that there is not some danger in carrying a life inside of your body. So just for the fact that she gave birth to your child, she carried your child, appreciate her.
I was
Say something. Do something.
I
Go
was
ahead,
say
G.
that's a literal sacrifice. She sacrificed her body to gift you another life, and then your response is that she's not my mother, and
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
so
I
cavalier. You're just so cavalier with it. It's not my mother.
yeah,
She's the one.
yeah.
She's that. She was the vessel that gifted you with someone that's carrying your legacy.
That woo.
And
That's
you don't
right.
feel
And
like
he did
you
mention
don't
that.
feel
He
like this
did.
one day that the world recognizes mom, that you should honor her.
Mm-hmm. I tell you what, honor her and your mama. How
Both
about
of
both
them.
of
I
them?
mean, he spoke to
Both
that
of them.
in the video. Granted, she's not his,
Yeah, he did.
and maybe she's his wife. Maybe she is a wife in the scenario of the guy who says she's not. I don't know what their relationship is, but
Oh yeah, because yeah, with the business that I do, of course I deal with
mm-hmm,
families
mm-hmm,
directly, and every year we do gifts. The children do gifts and make gifts for the
mm-hmm.
moms, and they do for the dads as well. But every year, I promise you, there is a father that I got to school that I have to talk to, and I say have to because that is, if you said it in front of me,
It's gonna
oh,
get addressed right there.
yeah, we're gonna address it. Yeah, we're gonna address it. But I had a dad say one year, "Oh, well, I'm glad y'all did something, cause now I don't have to get nothing, cause he made a handprint." I was like, "Excuse me, what? Huh? This is from the baby. This is something he did at school. You're gonna add this with everything else, right?" And he was like, "Oh, y'all." He was like, "Well, she's not my mother." And guess who was working with Donna's Love and Care at the time? Miss Sylvia.
I hope Miss Sylvia heard him.
Girl, I backed up because she took the floor. She had that thing. She had that thing. And
And
they
he
this
deserved
family
everything
particularly
he
was with
probably
us
got that
for
day.
years. That family was with us for years because that was some time back. But again, every year, but they were with us for years. And every year after that, that brother was like, "Miss Sylvia, guess what I got? Miss Sylvia, guess what I got?" And she hugged him. She was like, that is so wonderful. I'm so glad you thought about that." And he
Turn
was
it
like, "Yeah,
around.
and I thought about that thing." That moment, we never know.
Mm-hmm.
We never know. We never know. All right, ladies, it is 9:10. It is 9:10. I'm gonna play this last video clip real quick, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna say goodbye. This we had to end on a laugh, so
Yes.
I gotta play this one.
Our mom is black, so we don't do that. We don't spend the night at people's house without a full FBI background check. We don't tell her what we're about to do. We ask her. We don't say huh when she calls us. Because if you could huh, you could hear. We don't talk to her like she's one of our friends. Because she not. We don't talk back. We would like to live. Thank you very much. We do not slam doors. Not in this house. We don't ask why when she says no. You better not. We do not call adults by their first name. No, ma'am. We do not tell her what Susie Mom let Susie do. Because Susie ain't her child.
That's too precious.
Someone sent that to me, and I was like, I have to add it. I have to add it. I have to add it. So, ladies, anything you all want to say? I always like to make sure everyone says what they want to say before we leave, before we end for the night.
Um,
So, is there anything you all want to
I
close
did
with?
want to say something, and this is in no means a negative thing that I'm closing off on. Um, Earlier, we honored our mothers. We gave them the shout outs. I just wanted to point out that relationships with moms sometimes are like a growing pain that turns into like this beautiful
Oh yeah.
relationship. Because I know when I was younger, I was the one that was like, Dad, can you tell your wife X A B C D E F G? Because she would work
Yeah.
my nerve. Well, I said she would work my
Hmm.
nerve, but now when I look back again, it's like this amazing wise person.
Mm.
She was just trying to give
Mm.
me something, and again, not receiving it, not wanting to receive it until I'm older and I have better sense and I understand what it was that she was giving me and can rightly receive it and put it into practice and be the dope individual that she put on this planet for me to be.
Yeah. That's right. Love it. Love it. Genoa, you got anything?
You know what? I do have a thought, and I want to speak to those who actually aren't mothers like me. I think in my journey as I am, our biological clocks are ticking, and as I'm maturing, I'm really satisfied and I'm thankful to the Lord that He's really given me this peace and the satisfaction about where I'm at in life. And, He knows the desires of my heart and He knows what's best for me. And I'm living in that. And I'm so grateful and thankful. And I want to speak to all of the beautiful women out there who may feel a void, because
Mm.
they want children and they're not able to celebrate Mother's Day in the way that they had hoped. Know that you are valued, know that you are loved, and know
Yeah.
that whatever the case
Mhm.
may be with your life, God is in control and He will give you that satisfaction and that joy. You have to search for it and you have to practice it daily and decide for yourself, how am I going to experience my life? Am I going to experience it in want, or am I going to experience it fulfilled? So this is out to you. You are pivotal and you are
Yeah.
important and you are valued. So keep that in mind as we celebrate Mother's Day. Our mothers, our beautiful
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies. So I appreciate you all joining us tonight. Those who are watching, we will be back next Thursday, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The topic will be um, I'm not sure what the topic is going to be next week. I have several looming. Yeah, yeah. When I say these brothers send me things to
mothers.
talk about, I'm like, woo, it's a list of them. So we have to, yeah, yeah. And sometimes when I'm picking a topic, I'm like, man, he gonna think I'm ignoring his topic. But brothers, please understand, and sisters and ladies, no, we gonna get to him. We gonna get to him. We just working our way around. So, however the spirit leads me, that's where we go. That's where we're going. So I appreciate y'all joining. I want to end this by reading this. I'm gonna read this and then I'm gonna go off. Ladies, do me a favor. Y'all stay where you are, okay? When I end the live, I still want y'all to stay with
Okay.
me for a second. But I don't know. I love it. I sent it too. Okay. Thank you, ladies.
Thank
Enjoyed the
you.
content. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Um, I had someone iron this shirt for me. And yeah. But I'm gonna read what the shirt says. But I appreciate the ironer. I do. Missing some letters off my shirt, but we'll be okay. The shirt says, "She is clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future." Proverbs 31, 25 through 31. One more time. She is clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future. Proverbs 31, 25 through 31. Love you all.